Christmas night to see Call the Midwife, the Christmas special. And we were saying earlier, the birthing scenes are really very realistic. So how then do you go about filming them? How do you manage to get babies that look so brand new?
It's very complicated, the whole thing. I mean, they take a whole day filming those sequences, and you have lots of rehearsals before. And for the babies, they have to book them in advance of a birth, because obviously you want them days old. And the schedule is such.
So there's a booking service.
There's a booking service for mums, yes. So they have to line it, because of course then they don't arrive on time, so you've got to book more than one.
Of course.
They might arrive on, they might arrive early, and suddenly the baby's a month old, like mine would have.
Yeah, I'm guessing the kind of second babies, because I don't know, first-time mums, would they be up for a whole day of filming?
Surprisingly, there have been people with first-time mums. I guess they must have some association with the show or people on it, so they feel very relaxed.
Wow.
And then twins it's very good if you can find twins, because of course they're usually that much smaller. Plus the fact that you can actually exchange the twins and you don't get too tired and all those things.
Exactly. And of course you work with Miranda. We had her on just last week. Yeah, well she was saying how nice it is for her to do something serious and not have to be, joking all the time. But I bet she's a bit jokey on the set.
Yeah, she's great fun. Well, I mean, you know what she's like. She's great fun to be around. She actually had a nativity play, and she has a nativity play in the special.
Yeah, we showed that clip last week, didn't we?
Yeah. There are actually some wonderful photographs from it in the book that we've got as well, which is really terrific. So there's lots of Christmas stuff in there.
Well, speaking of clips, we have got an early Christmas present for all the Call the Midwife fans out there. This is a clip that hasn't been seen ever before. Here it is.
It's a hard time of year to spend too much time alone. Can you tell me where you live? You can send someone to look in on you to make sure you're being properly taken care of. She doesn't look well. Old age, poverty.
So many people are really excited about the episode on Christmas Day, but I mean, there was a familiar face there.
Yes, a familiar face, Sheila Reid.
Yeah, I'm sure she loves that line. She doesn't look well, she looks very old.
But she gets to look better as the thing.
She looks a lot cleaner in Benidorm.
And a lot brighter.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, and the new series is back in the new year, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it start in January, beginning?
Towards the end of January.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's 8 of them this time.
Excellent.
We're having all sorts of issues.
Okay. Well, if you haven't already made a note, Call the Midwife is on BBC One at 7:30 on Christmas Day.
Okay, now Alex, you know what we need to do now?
Call the Midwife.
Call the Midwives, in you come, in you come, here we go. It's a big welcome to Rebecca and Alice, who are dressed in 50s midwifery gear. You look quite modern, even though it was 1950.
Yeah, it's an excellent costume choice. We actually don't usually dress like this. We're both student midwives. You'd usually see us in a set of scrubs or perhaps our own clothes.
Right, and so why are you dressed in the 50s?
Well, this is the second time we've got to wear this. The first time was actually in the summer when we organised a big bike ride through central London, which was part of the RCM's Protect Maternity Services campaign. It's really interesting actually because midwifery's become a really, really popular subject for applicants to apply for this year at uni, and actually since Call the Midwife aired earlier in the year, we've seen almost a 17% increase in the number of applicants to midwifery places, which is incredible, isn't it?
Well, it's wonderful, because Jennifer Worth always said that midwives weren't celebrated in any way, and that's why she wanted to write the book to begin with, so one feels in a way it served her.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Alice, you were directly inspired by the series, weren't you?
Definitely, it was just so magical reading the book, and really nice seeing it brought to life on the screen.
But how does real life midwifery compare to what you saw?
A little less cycling, but still just as magical. It's been really, really good.
Have you had the chance
to? The breech birth was very important. Apparently, they like to show that because you don't get suddenly it happens to you and you've never had the experience.
Well,
so it's quite good. Yeah.
Do you know what? I really remember that. I actually got to see a breech birth as part of my placement a few months ago, and watching the breech birth on Call the Midwife really was very present in my head as I was watching it.
Wow,
yeah,
that's incredible.
Isn't that fascinating?
So there's a shortage then of midwives.
There is.
Are there too many babies, or there a shortage?
Well, it's quite an important relationship between the two. There is a baby boom happening at the moment. More babies were born last year than in any year since 1971. But the trouble is that's not actually, the number of babies that are being born aren't being matched by the number of midwives, an adequate number of midwives who need to really safely deliver them and provide the support and really good care and advice that mothers need during pregnancy and childbirth. So we're actually we're at a loss of 5,000 midwives currently in the UK, which is a real crisis in maternity services.
So when will you two qualify then?
Not till September 2014. Can't wait.
It must be, it's a wonderful career to go in, and I'm sure, Jenny, you'll know this anyway, but you know, going in and out of maternity wards either with 2 children, the place is just littered with thank you cards, and everybody's just so appreciative of all of the work that you do.
And you can see that from the programme. I mean, what a fantastic celebration of a profession that has such an important role in UK society and in services that are provided for women in the NHS. It's brilliant.
Are you a fan, Mary? Of Call the Midwife?
I am. I know what time we're doing at 7:30.
After the washing up.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Thanks so much.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Alice and Rebecca, lovely to see you. Now, it's had a long